Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of June 27th, 2022. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Holeko.
Hello.
Nicole Eridix is off again this week, so it's just Catherine and I talking, complaining, and obsessing. But, you know, we got plenty of that. We can hold our own. It's okay. We can talk for three, the two of us.
Yes.
This week, we're complaining about doing all the work around here and obsessing about being sentimental. We also take a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. And I will apologize that if you hear a lot of honking and yelling in the background, the high school next door to me is letting kids out after their last day of school. So there will be a certain amount of hubbub, and then it will fade away for 2 months. Yes.
And also, we should clarify that when you said doing all the work around here, that does not refer to Nicole.
No.
That's what it implied, and it was not meant to.
Who wrote that script?
I don't know, but they should have a better editor.
Today we are talking about maternity photo shoots. Is this a thing? Should this be a thing? We are asking. Because one of our favorite Dancing with the Stars people, Sharna Burgess, is great with child by her, they're not married, right? By her companion, Brian Austin Green. Mm-hmm. And they have done themselves a sexy photo shoot, including, you know, things we can't really describe on a family podcast, but involve a even less costume than she wears on Dancing with the Stars. And that is saying something. So, I mean, show people, I guess, are going to show. But at the same time, is this something that just general folk do? I have myself never been pregnant. I could have done a sexy photo shoot from the hotel in Russia where we were staying while we were waiting for our kid.
I mean, you had time to kill, right?
We did have time to kill, but you know what? No phones that took pictures back then.
Yeah.
So we were kind of stuck. We'd have to hire a crew, and I mostly only had Mickey Mouse sweatshirts with me. So,
well, I'm pretty sure,
Catherine, when it was your time, did you strip down there with your hub and take some photos?
Oh, I did not. Man, was I so uncomfortable and huge and stretch marked, and I think I talked about this one time, how I had this horrible rash called PUPS, which caused giant hives all over your body. Sound sexy. Yeah, that would not have been a good look at all. So, I mean, I do think it would, I don't know if I have very, very few pictures of myself when I was pregnant. So I do think it would be kind of nice to have a couple, just to memorialize, just to acknowledge that time in your life.
Right.
I mean, I just was not a person who enjoyed it at all. Some people do. No, I did not.
This was before the time of selfies. So if you were going to have a picture taken of you, somebody had to get the camera out and take the pictures and then take the film down to the store and process it. Or maybe it was digital by the time
it was getting to be digital at the time, but still, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't as easy, children.
Right.
In the olden days. You had to get somebody to come and chip your image onto a piece of stone and then paint it on the wall of the cave. It was so much more complicated.
So much more work.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good if women are feeling sexy about themselves in that time and want to share it. I guess that's a positive thing. Certainly, people like to share every little thing they're going through lately, so why not that? But it just sort of made me think, oh, is that what we're doing now?
Well, and again,
alrighty then.
Share is the key word,
yes.
Many people may have done this and
for their personal
enjoyment or record keeping or whatever, but they didn't release them to the media like Sharna and Brian.
Yes, you had to count on a paparazzo taking a picture of them through the window of their apartment to get that sort of thing.
Right. So, yeah.
But, as long as we're doing the pregnancy photo shoots, and goodness knows we are doing the pictures of your baby and pictures and pictures and pictures. Hi, Lindsay and Whitney from Dancing with the Stars. Still following you, babes. Your kids are adorable. I love it. Now, Lindsay's sister, Jensen, who we saw on So You Think You Could Dance, just had a baby. So there will be many, many of those as well. I am here for it. That is fine. But, why just stop at birth? What, could we have parents doing the sexy first day of school photo shoot? Kids gone. Got some alone time.
Right.
Let's set up the tripod, baby, and take some snaps.
Yeah.
And, certainly when the kids go to college, woo!
Right.
Little geriatric sexy photo shoot going on there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Kids would love that so much.
They want to see that on Instagram ASAP.
They sure do.
Could have the kids' college T-shirt kind of draped around your neck. Holding the football. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What sorts of...
There's so much room for creativity.
There is possibly too much room for creativity.
Yes.
What sorts of milestones do we need to be doing sexy photo shoots for, Catherine? Or should this whole idea just be packed away in a box in the attic and never thought of again?
Yeah, except for then, when you die, your kids find the pictures.
Grandma.
That's a problem. Yeah, I don't need to have any sexy photo shoots for anything at all. Not a thing.
You prefer your sexy times to not be photographed.
Yep. That's the way I like it.
That seems like a more valid parenting opinion to me. But not so much fun.
Yeah. I mean, more power to people who enjoy that. And, if it makes them happy, then yay. I'm happy for them.
Some follows, if it gets them a contract with People magazine, why the heck not?
Right.
Baby's going to need shoes. Mm-hmm. And possibly more clothing than Mommy's wearing right now, but still. Love you, Sharna.
Yeah.
It's cool. I don't know. We've talked about like the kid photo shoot every day on the first day of school. I just saw that today on Facebook of the first and last day of school photos.
Yes.
Kids get their milestones like obsessively photographed.
Right.
But even taking out the sexy part of it, parents maybe need to have some milestones photographed.
Yeah.
It seems...
Well, I remember... I don't know if you remember how years ago I used to... One of my school volunteer jobs was to set up and take down all the electronic piano keyboards at my kids' elementary school.
That.
So, like, 2 days a week for years, I would go and help set them up, and then I would go back in the right before lunch because it was in the cafeteria, so they had to be taken down before lunch. And one of my friends did it with me most of the time. And on our last day, you better believe we took a picture of ourselves holding a keyboard and put that up on Facebook. Like, this is the last keyboard we are moving. We are done. We did not look sexy.
Did that, right?
Yes, exactly. We did not look sexy. We were just wearing our usual athleisure wear.
Right.
But it was a moment.
Yes.
Definitely.
A moment worth documenting.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have a photo shoot when my last child graduated from high school and I was finally out of the special education advocacy pipeline. I've mentioned here before more than once probably that I did a little dance when I knew I never had to go to another IEP meeting.
Yeah.
But I could have had me some fun with a photo shoot. I could have torn up some IEPs and thrown them in the
There
air
could
like
have been
confetti.
a bonfire.
We could have had dartboards with the pictures of all the child study team members who crossed me, and I could be... we'll be talking tomorrow about a particularly delightful fight scene on Girls 5 Eva, and maybe I could have just had somebody imitating one of those people, and I could have just throttled them, that would have been not only photogenic, but also cathartic.
Very cathartic.
Yeah, so that, I think any mother whose children with disabilities graduates and is therefore no longer having to deal with IEPs should get a photo shoot, I don't know, paid by the Teachers Union. Because they're probably just as happy to be rid of us as we are of them. You know, it would be a nice parting thing. Here.
Right.
We'll take these photos of you and then we'll burn them.
You can plaster them up all over your walls and we will burn them and everybody will be happy.
That's right. There you go. It'll be fine.
Perfect.
These things are important to mark the transitions in our lives.
Yeah.
You know, you need to have a picture when your kid starts driving and you no longer need to ferry them places.
Yep.
You know, laying draped across the car, free.
We always have the picture of the kid when they get their license, but we don't have the picture of the mom embracing the newfound freedom. Yeah. Definitely.
And then, you know, you get that kid to take the other kid places. So you're doubly relieved. Not of everything, but of a lot.
Right.
That is an important day. You should have that framed on the mantle.
Yeah. I mean, the day I wrote my last check for daycare tuition, that felt like a moment.
Yes.
I could have photographed myself in the little Dropbox because this was back in the days of writing checks every week.
Oh, yes. Remember those days?
Mm-hmm. When it didn't just get zapped out of your account without your even having to think about it.
Right. Well, certainly for parents who are paying their kids' way through college, the last college payment also.
Yep.
Excellent photo fodder. And, you know, if your kid has picked up a useful trade along the way, maybe they know how to take photos now, or maybe they, you know, can set you up with something.
Right.
You have your checkbook in your hand and, like, throwing it away. Although I didn't pay my check.
Putting it in the shredder.
Standing by your bank account on your screen of your computer going, look at the balance! Yes! Right. Oh, well. Possibly we should have photo shoots every time we hit a milestone on our podcast.
Yeah.
Of which there have been many. Mm-hmm. When Nicole
there have been many episodes and many milestones.
That's true. When Nicole comes back, we'll have to each take our photo individually in our homes and then Photoshop them together somehow. And
well, we could also like appear on our Zoom screen.
Oh, that.
And take a photo of our screen.
Yeah.
A screenshot.
My look on the Zoom screen, definitely not so sexy.
Yeah.
It picks up all the chins, is what I'm saying. So maybe we just like put our best headshots up on the Zoom screen.
There we go.
Take a picture of that.
That's a possibility.
I quite like my little 1959 hat that I have on in mine. So, well, we'll give some thought to how we're going to proceed with that. But this will be the end for today's round one. Take a picture of it. It's done. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment-themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.